I don't completely believe that I am actually holding this just now. I cannot express how long I have been trying to get hold of Hampton style for. I have, I think, every Mary Kate and Ashley perfume now. There are a couple of spritzes and things that I don't have. But this was one that I used to have when I was younger, and I loved it. I'd say it's easily my favourite, or my joint favourite, with, I think, LA style. And I was desperate to get hold of it again, and literally nowhere had it. Not even so much that it was just too expensive for what I was willing to pay. Absolutely nowhere had it. And then, out of the blue, completely randomly, I searched for it one day on eBay, and there it was. Brand new, unopened, and it wasn't that expensive. I'd say, I can't remember exactly, I think about £25, which is more than I'd pay for a perfume ordinarily. Definitely more than it would have cost at the time. There's no information on this about how much it was, I don't think. And more than I'd be willing to pay for a general perfume. But for this, absolutely worth it. So I'm hoping it lives up to my memory of what I remember it smelling like. But either way, the search is over. And I'd been searching for another perfume, a Kylie Minogue perfume, and again, just out of the blue on the same day, both were there. So luck is definitely on my side. I can confirm that the Kylie perfume definitely smells the way I remembered. Let's hope this one does too. We'll have a closer look at the packaging once I get into it, but this one is definitely also one of my favourite packagings, which I know shouldn't be that important, but, you know, packaging is definitely what draws us to most things. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. I was going to do that off camera, but I decided to keep everything as, you know, honest and genuine initial reaction to, you know, what I feel like if I remember the smell. But yeah, the packaging, we've got obviously Mary Kate Olsen there, Ashley on the side, then some information on the back. 2007. So this may not even be that safe to use, but never mind. I'm kind of excited. Because, I mean, years I've been searching for this, and finally it's here, it's in my hands. I'm nervous it's not going to live up to my memory. As always, the Mary Kate and Ashley perfumes have a lot of packaging that's not necessarily necessary. The bottles all look the same for the Mary Kate and Ashley perfumes. Some of them are a bit squatter, but generally they all have this kind of clear bottle here. So there's not too much to say on that front. That was stiffer than expected. Love the little purple lid. I've got the Kylie perfume on this wrist, so I'd normally spray my other wrist, but come on. Okay, I mean, I've mentioned this before, I'm terrible at describing fragrances. It doesn't quite smell what I remembered like yet, but I will be remembering kind of the middle notes more than anything. It's really hard to describe, actually. I mean, I say I'm terrible at describing scents, but normally I can identify if it's fruity or floral or sweet, but this one is kind of none of those things, and yet all of them at the same time, which I realise doesn't make much sense. I can kind of start to recognise the fragrance now that it's slightly dying down. That doesn't say too much about the staying power if the top notes are kind of already going already. Some of the Mary Kate and Ashley perfumes really do cling to clothing and things, and some of them are really not that strong, so it's a bit hit and miss, and obviously the age of it, I don't expect it to be the usual standard anyway. There we go, that's it. The memories are kind of returning with this one now, and I just wish I could describe it. I really can't. I will try and find a description online. It's really elusive, and I think there's at least one perfume website that should have a description of it if I remember. But it's kind of musky and yet sweet and floral at the same time. Not a lot of fruitiness going on there. Not anymore. This is where I find the description, and it's all fruit based. But yeah, I mean, I'm so over the moon that I finally found this. I do ostensibly have a complete collection, and I will do a collection update at some point, I think. But that is I'm absolutely over the moon with that. I've waited for so long to get my hands on it, and I am just thrilled that I finally found it at a bargain price. And it's not exactly what I remembered, um, and it is hard to describe what it smells like. But I would say safely it's now my second favorite. I think LA style, or is it NYC? It's the pink one, whichever the pink one is my favorite. Hampton style, I'm pretty confident in saying is my second favorite.